discuss about the third type of multivibrator, that is bistable multivibrator. A bistable multivibrator has two stable states. Two stable states, the circuit stays in one state of the two stable states. It continues in that state unless an external trigger pulse is given. The multivibrator is known as a flip-flop. The circuit is simply called as binary because two stable states. There are few types in a bistable multivibrator. They are shown in the following figure. This one, bistable multivibrators, which is known as binary. There are two types, ammeter coupled binary, collector coupled binary. In collector coupled binary, there are two types, self-biased binary and fixed biased binary. Now see the diagram, which is a collector coupled bias, and see the construction of the circuit diagram. What is the construction of the bistable multivibrator? Two similar transistors Q1 and Q2 are used here, which having a load resistors RL1 and RL2, which are connected in feedback to one another. The base reverses resistors R3 and R4. The base resistors R3 and R4 are joined to a common source, that is minus VBB. The feedback resistors R1 and R2. The feedback resistors R1 and R2 are shunted by capacitors C1 and C2, which are known as commutating capacitors. The transistor Q1 is given a trigger input at the base through the C3 capacitor. This one. The C3 is given to the Q1 of the base and C4 capacitor is given to the transistor base of the Q2 transistor. The capacitors C1 and C2 are known as the speed-up capacitors. These two are known as speed-up capacitors as they reduce the transition time, which means the time taken for the transfer of conduction from one transistor to another transistor. This is about the construction of bistable multivibrator, and next one is the operation or working of bistable multivibrator. When the circuit is on, VCC supply is given to the circuit due to some circuit imbalance as in a stable. One of the transistors says Q1 here gets switched on while the transistor Q2 get switched off. This is a stable state of the bistable multivibrator. Okay, this is what a stable state. Next, by applying the negative trigger at the base of the transistor here, Q1, negative signal is applied to the base of the transistor Q1, or by applying a positive trigger pulse to the base of the transistor Q2. This stable state is unaltered. This stable state is what? Unaltered. So let us understand this by considering a negative pulse at the base of the Q1. As a result, the collector voltage increases. The collector voltage here increases, which forward biases the transistor Q2. The collector current of a Q2 applied at the base of the Q1, the reverse biases Q1, and this cumulative action makes the transistor Q1 is in off state and Q2 is in on state. This is another stable state of the multivibrator. Now, if this stable state has to be changed again, if you want to change the stable state again, then either a negative pulse is given to here, base of the Q2, and positive trigger pulse at the base of the transistor Q1 is applied. I think you got this point. The first, for the stable state, the negative pulse is given to the Q1 transistor first, and the positive trigger pulse is given to the Q2 transistor for this one state. And then next, if you want this stable state has to be changed again, the negative pulse is given to the transistor base of the transistor Q2, and the positive trigger pulse is given to the base of the transistor Q1. This is the operation. You can see here there is a construction as well as operation of the bistable multivibrator, and now you can see in the correct manner of the output waveforms. The output waveforms, see here, Q1 and Q2 transistors if the input is given. See, in this case, Vc1, the collector of the Q1 transistor, and the Vc2 is the collector of the voltage of the Q2 transistor here. Next, Vc is saturation, this one, and this is a Vc saturation. If the input is applied, see here, the trigger input 1, here there is a input is applied. For this case, the square wave is generated when the Q1 is on. See here, Q1 is on means which is a conducting state. Q1 is on means conducting state and saturation state. So, the Vc1 is in saturation state. Next, Q2 is off. Q2 is off means what? VCC is in cutoff region. This is what cutoff region, and this is the saturation region. Q1 is on means conducting means saturation region. This shows the saturation region. And Q2 is off means VCC is in cutoff region. Okay. You can see next one, Q1 is off state. Q1 is off means which is conducting. Which is conducting state means Q1 is off means cutoff region. This is cutoff region. And Q2 is on means, see here, Q2 is on means conducting and saturation. This is what saturation, and see the here output. This is what saturation region, and this is a cutoff region. If the Q1 is off, then it shows that cutoff region. Q2 is on means it is saturation region and conducting region. Saturation region is shown here, and the cutoff region is shown here for Vc1 and Vc2 means Q1 and Q2 transistors. Like that, the square wave is formed of two stable states. See, if the another trigger pulse is given here, the next wave is formed. Okay, for this, and for the next wave is formed. Like that, the cycle will be repeats when the trigger pulses are given to the circuit. This is what output waveforms. Next, you have to see the advantage and disadvantages of the bistable multivibrator. The advantage is stores the previous output unless disturbed. And one more is circuit design is very simple. What are the disadvantages? See here disadvantages. The drawbacks of bistable multivibrator. Two kinds of trigger pulses are required here. So it's a disadvantage. A bit costlier than the other multivibrators. Okay, this is the disadvantage. And what are the applications? Where to use? Bistable multivibrator are used in applications such as pulse generators, digital operations, like counting, storing of binary information.